Hello to all my friends out there in YouTube land. It's your good buddy Philtastic here. Welcome back to the channel. Right off the bat, I want to say I've been very lucky to get a huge amount of subscribers over the past couple weeks, like almost doubling, more than doubling the number of people who are subscribed to this channel. So thank you. If you're new here, I'm just a guy who's been collecting comics for way too long. I do unboxing videos on my lunch breaks in my car, which might bring you to ask, hey, why are you wearing a fleece in the middle of May? The answer, my office is really cold. You may also ask, hey, you're out of your office now, you're in your car. Aren't you really hot? And my answer is yes. I'm sweltering, and I almost immediately regret this, but I did make good use of my pockets here. Enough about that. As you may or may not know, I have been working on an X-Men Volume 1 run. And this year so far, I've got pretty lucky in finding some great deals on eBay, Shortbox, not so much Encore for older books. That's a whole nother issue. And if you know me, maybe if you don't know me too, this past Monday, just a few days ago from when I'm recording this, was my birthday. So I decided to treat myself, which is, I think, what all brilliant economists recommend is just treating yourself, right? That's my story. I'm sticking to it. With a huge, I shouldn't say huge, but with a classic X-Men key. And I bought this off of Shortbox from a member of our community I've made purchases from in the past, Ben Parker Comics. Shout out to Ben. I'm going to put a link to, I don't know about his channel or his Instagram page, but if you are looking for slabs especially, check him out on Shortbox and wherever else he may be selling things, because he knows how to pack things, and he's a good member of our community. Seems like a very genuine guy. He's working towards buying a home overseas. I want to say Italy, if I remember correctly. So let me open this up. And again, expertly packed. And of course, by the way, and good quality bubble wrap, I'll say this. Like almost brand new. I'll say this. Yes, I forgot to bring my scissors out. So I did pry open the box with my keys, but still well packed. You also may be asking yourself, Phil, did you treat yourself to anything else for your birthday? And the answer is yes. And that kind of money-wise will say, oh, scared myself for a second. Money-wise will say it pales in comparison to this. I treated myself to a 2-month subscription to both BritBox and Stars, so that I can watch on BritBox Year the Rabbit with Matt Berry, one of my favorite actors, and on Stars, so I could finally watch, despite the reviews, why don't we say, from the community, Venom Let There Be Carnage, which I have not seen yet, and the also the newer Ghostbuster films. So you may have just seen a flash of what it is. Hopefully I was able to remove that in post. If not, just that's I may just fill it in with something awkward. Anyway, enough about that. This book, a good book, very good book, very notable within X-Men mythos. Mythos, yes. Sorry, words today. Not the highest grade. That's okay. I'm not spending crazy money. This is crazy enough for me. Take that however you want to. Interesting kind of story. When I saw this book online, there was 2 different graded copies. This is a graded book, CBCS Signature Series. There was this same grade of this book for one price. And there was the same grade of this same book, this one here, for like $20 more. Signature verified CBCS. So call me crazy, but for 20 bucks, I'm going to get the signature one from CBCS. CGC versus CBCS, okay, whatever. I love CGC. I wouldn't say I love them. I generally preferred CGC. I'm not going to scoff at CBCS, especially signature verified. And yeah, in theory, it's something I could get cracked and blah, 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 blah. But I probably won't, let's be honest with you. Anyway, enough blabbering. This is a beautiful, and it looks better than the grade, 5.5 of X-Men number 50. The second appearance of Polaris, signed by Steranko, right there. I've been looking for this for a while. This is a great copy. And honestly, I may not have bitten the bullet, so to speak, if it weren't for the fact that Ben Parker was the guy selling this. It's great when you'll say, a reputable seller. I met Steranko once, May of 2016. My wife and I attended Garden State Comic Fest. As I show this off, trying to minimize the glare as I can. Garden State Comic Fest here in North Jersey. We had just gotten engaged, and Steranko was one of the big guests. We had VIP badges because, I'll tell you right now, if you're in North Jersey and you're already going to this, splurge on the VIP badges. So many benefits. It almost makes it sound silly if you don't get the VIP stuff. Anyway, one of them was you get priority signing for some of the creators, which I don't think we utilized with Steranko, but with Kevin Eastman, it brought us pretty much right to the front of the line. Anyway, my wife and I had just gotten engaged, so we were walking around all lovey-dovey, holding hands, smiling, and I've told stories before about the Green Goblin cosplayer who freaked us out because of that. That's a whole nother story. We got to Steranko's booth, and Steranko, if you don't know, and I didn't know this until recently, he's a gentleman who loves to talk. And Steranko was there, and let me tell you something. Best hair in the business. I don't care if it's real or not. It's probably not. He could probably jump in a pool or something and it won't even bother it. I'll say this. I'm no longer affiliated or part of the Comic Book Community Awards Committee, volunteer committee. But I'll say this. If any awards committee members are watching, I wouldn't be opposed if you wanted to change the name of that particular award, the Best Hair Awards, to the Steranko Award. Just my opinion, just saying. Anyway, we're lovey-dovey, and he sees us holding hands, and he had like a 10 to 15 minute conversation with us just about the joys of being married, and he was excited for us. And it was a great, great conversation. I was just kind of like a little nervous because I was like, there are people behind me who are probably like, shut up, I just want to get my book signed. And fast forward to, I think it was like 2 years ago, maybe 3. I was attending Doug Bratton's and Dave Bratton, Doug and Dave, the Bratton brothers, we'll say, fabulous Bratton brothers, comic book garage sale. I think it was out of Dave's driveway here in Northern Jersey. And shortly after I arrived, Dave O'Hare, who I believe is now the sole, I don't want to say owner, or the only guy running the Garden State Community Comic Fest, and we were talking for a little bit. I said, yeah, I've attended your show. And I told him about Steranko, and I said, I felt bad because I was holding him playing. He's like, don't feel bad. Steranko talks to, I should say this, he allegedly said, don't feel bad. Steranko talks to everybody like that. And it's not a bad thing by any means. It just made me feel better that I didn't ruin anybody's day, so to speak, that I know of. But cool comic. Otherwise, I was blabbering purposely this time to let you guys take a look at that. And like I said, as I hit my rearview mirror, it looks a lot better than a 5.5, at least from the front. From the back, I mean, yellowing doesn't bother me. I'm not looking at the back. I'm not even, honestly, if I found like a better copy, let's say better, a cheaper copy, not slabbed, I would have went for it. But I didn't. And like I said, I'm happy to also support a member of our community and support my own little goal here. Anyway, why don't we do hashtag Starenko? I won't take off for spelling. For entry into the Road to 1K giveaway. Again, if you're new to this, set a notification because it'll help you. When I do hit 1K, which looks a lot more possible than it did 2 weeks ago, when I do hit 1K subscribers, I'm giving away a box of comics and miscellaneous materials I've been putting aside for this day. So you could win a whole lot of comics. Is there anything great in there? Probably not. I did try to throw a couple good things in there. I could tell you that there is a, I don't know what it is off the top of my hand, but a fancy Vampirella book that I got through a mystery box from Joe from Anachronic Comics that's in there. Anachronic Comics, excuse me. There is a exclusive t-shirt from Shortbox, not the Shortbox t-shirt, it was some Batman-esque t-shirt they were doing. And I'm going to throw a couple trade paperbacks in there. I'm also going to throw in a signed copy of Condry, Prayer for the Dying, the first book I've illustrated. Link in the description for more information on that. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Hope that you enjoyed this video. Hope that you come back again to see more videos. I'm actually going to put this one up, I think this coming Monday. So if you see this video and then in another week you see a video where it seems like it's a little bit of out of time, out of place, that's why. I've recorded a few unboxings to just put out. I'm going to stop talking because you don't want to know how the hot dog was made. Why don't we say that? Just enjoy it. And with that, hashtag Starenko again for your entry into the Road to 1K giveaway. Thanks again for joining. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the little notification, thumbs up, even better comment, or do all three. Thanks for watching. As I said that a third time. Peace, love, and comics. Take care.